Thank you, Madam Sisuma Kamu Africa Professor One, Mama spokesperson, Muchami, Masamba Africa Professor One platform, Momo Dan subscribe, share, Nedi One Dance Mobia, na like it, na hit notification bell to anytime you upload video. Ube be intent the first time, you know, we Africa Professor One, Mama spokesperson, Muchami, and Masamba Africa Professor One platform. So, and you know, come up with again. What did you say? African is still a problem child within the international community, and that who doesn't want to hear, its own mistakes, and I said it doesn't want to hear its faults, all the faults is committing, and so let me say Africa is still a problem child of international community who doesn't want to hear, her or it mistakes, and see Africa still as Africa as is Accra Bonnie. Akwara wa yakora bona anasini pure woka deɛ ɔbɛyɛ ana ɔbɛyɛ woka too much so a was wo time wompɛ masɛm o ade na wompɛ masɛm ade anasɛ wompɛ ɔdeɛ wopɛ bi deɛ nti deɛ pɛsɛ mekyerɛ nsɛ sisi American wobɛka sɛ oh an African na nsɛ sɛ wobɛka positive things about Africa no you don't want to hear positive things ne deɛ I would say yeah wɔn mu nyɛ sika no Africa wohwɛ mu especially sub-Saharan Africa yɛn hyɛ da ni middle class the omu sika omu enjoy and omu ni bi no omu bre to hwe omu Ghana and Africa sub-Saharan omu bre no e doso che omu asebsebe omu enjoy because middle class no it's non-existent that's a fact and to no krandi a why some meka na ni nyina di ama we nyina aba ne say because the type of leaders over the decades and I'm African yes I didn't debu amitimi transmissions I didn't na Yakopon bo nyina ba wiase so a boy say in incesso. Ne binum power to me intino. A binum at me as a man for marginalizing for much say, Uhuni baby crano, Baka say, Omun de Omunipa, a piano cry be a dear betchu bedin, Neddy, a Jumani or Omunya, and the binum enjoy. The Dakasa Casimuni daddy, dear Mabe Guga Bruche, Omuyari, no more momos to South Africa, no more London. United States, Canada, no more show ya na here for no city omo breast why I didn't think we are say as a basa why especially Africa are there and no be any po yet to ana nipa na is what to na ya to say be a wo nua bi ana say abusuani bi no friend no ka Ghana some said the Ghana city na nkofo bi to no ka say oh I dey now pro kroma song enti no kro why nka nipa bre abegu abrochire wa America ne Canada no ne ade Ghana fo ne Africa yo ade tin ya betena bia betena 40-50 years still omu de tia mo ba wo mo magu ha ekukosku bia lawyers no ne ade enso mo sori am se Ghana yi se Ghana yi de ade na mo nyina free abrochire nkotena Ghana se Ghana na ye all that ade tin na nyina still de tia why na ka ye kromu ya kronimu ya because we better America, Cusco, and I say London, and I say Germany, and I say next day, Medeti will be masu. Musi abrofi, or mumpayasem, or more discriminate. As a Ghana, the discrimination in Ghana cry was is called Africa, ye discriminate cry Bibia, Ghana, Africa, so ye discriminate within the official tribe, no, because we tribe, or we any, way. Free papa back, way free man back, way mid anyway, way them, then biana no. Et Musaria said the Abrafon Kwan discriminating, I make a meme say, Mamma me a party to I discriminate and I say, I take him, I suppress me and I make a member brony, because yes, you will be a new power, will be a new power, no if you know, honor, obit me a pro ye because only new weakness in her. So, and me come when Marco Gussi said, Yamumi Yas Hanya, hypocrisy, no, as if said, yet we so perfect. We are so perfect. Now, profoundly, be a cost African, no, creative. Because if you create that condition, you open a hole, a cracker, somebody will fail it. You open a void, and most of the leaders in the creative void. Now, because according to the principles of international relations, country be a person maximize the supreme national interest. And he said, Obit my baby take advantage of far resources now building a crowd. That's what they do. You also have to do it because the fittest of the fittest survives in international relations. We live in a the word of anarchy. And there's no such thing as, say, where government and as a where policeman and as a security system to countries, and the former security alliances near that it will be a fighting for the right. And if or the interest, and it's all America and as a French and as a Russia, no fight China for you also do it. Now, when take advantage now, but complaining new colonialism near that day, me can't see me here. See, I'm no Senegal, country of Senegal. And February be every 4 years, we also except February 25th, yeah, so many presidential elections. And the nature say, more to abandon, the nature say, the overwinning. And president, the current president of Senegal, Macky Sall, no, can the term, because of constitutional term limits, no, the term, no, ebe so, sa, epu ye bay. Next 2 months, I say, epu ye bay. On the second, next and the term, on the third, no, nanka elections, presidential elections, February, no, so February no, of this year, no, of 25th, no, let's say, by April, no, second, let's say, or no call. The term also because 2 terms, constitutional term limits in the 2 terms. What mean could be according to constitution. They say the overwhelming February 25th election. They say what take you over. But Macky Sall now for Kwembiso, I put Mondo sa presidential election to December. At some military personnel bini truth yako parliament ako seize opposition leaders number 20 the proposal and so postpone elections to December instead of February 25th. No. Why? Because be our better so nipa bibi na adwene na we mu ye we na se obi fa ho ye ku that country no they throw that country into chaos, into disorder na niema say ya mo si abrofo no na eye abrofo no mo opins a year special no ma be shem because there's so much so the own pesca and the resources and that is what African countries are doing. And they don't want to accept the mistakes. They don't want to accept their fault. So the mistake they keep on committing every, over and over again. Until many will be the action on Abrofo, neo-colonialism, imperialism, and so Abrofo still. Sike leaders who munyeska no mu yakogu abrochire omo yare ya no mamomo so no omo mu yesa nyina fa abrochire no mu school abrofo ya omo se omo taa omo abrofo no pe omo asam ne adade ehwa so na omo ko you see enti na che se ye ko ya na se ye ba enti ha ko se Africa no ye tuye na be mienu si anim a na ye tu ba ko akire 2 step forward 10 step backward 2 step forward 10 step backward because you been obidia wo hwe Mali Senegal, Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, coup over coups. You know, more reason the coup ni say, there government, so incumbent government, and I say government, previous government, because of corruption, because of economic, mismanagement, yeah, that the two. So that's what is happening in Africa. Ghana, man, you can precone at the end face the country near that. What is the essence? What is the motive behind face the country? Because of economic. Inequalities or poor economic conditions. That is almost happening everywhere in Africa, Sub-Saharan. But then beyond, at the Sakura Bonnie and that's will be a problem child. We are born in our cocan. Was it new in the year? And I say, what time in our come as that's how Africans are into wow, but kind of crano. Because we have a American, why are American, and I'm poor crew myself, who crew me, crew mano, who born dog. Would you over fast our mindset now? Take it. Foul mindset that, but that's not what I believe in because we can do better than this. Africa resources be anyone's assessing your coupon for be mine, and so still we are struggling. Me na make Senegal, the term was so as so kono, sa epu ya na so be kono. Ofa kwa biso postponed general presidential election na sa ko mu hold no February so 25th no. This is what they were postponing the call. December Tisenka Ghana your general elections December the 7th not na for they say no my postpone election because Mahama opposition party no other no oma pollute youth no adwere ntino ama say no youth no ni other no ma ye John ntino because of that opposition no omonye eligible to run to run for election. And we have to find a way to calm situation, everything in Ghana and Sana Yatuabano. Look at this. Why constitution say you now Kwano Makisono, that's what he doing. In Senegal, demonstration, protesting, and so far, men who Kasenipa over bare 20 years or so. More than that, and I will. And watching Kofobebre, Sao opposition leaders, your friend Osman Sonko, and say, we're convicting for some reason, we found some superior argument, be the Afakwambisu, aye, are convicting, say, when you're eligible to run for office. Can you believe it? Africa no Africa for you. No way, you will not be a queer. Say, Abrofona. I don't buy that bullshit. I don't. It be my man can't sit by for your own hobby. The beer by for or you want to the on your hobby. Huh? By for you are on your hobby. The beer open the cause will be problems. That's how mostly Africa man can be a Ghana, Mikrum Ghana. That's how we do. And a symptomatic of say a idea almost everywhere, almost African countries be a sad, so emblematic of what is happening in Senegal, and in Nigeria, and Ghana, and South Africa. It's always similar. The same way, because Zambia, the same way. Why? So, see again, see I'm no say Nigeria. I'm saying last year, baby, as I said, government, federal government is settle monthly minimum wage. Say employer will be anywhere between to be below 30,000 naira. 30,000 naira, no. They say today's exchange rate, what they call dollars, man, just $19. $19 a month. Can you believe it? 30,000 naira. And now, what they call euro, man? What they call euro? About 15 euro. 15 euro. Think about this, man. I'm first American. Akwara be a high school student be a year juma part time, It be with man about $16 and $17 an hour. An hour a month. And we juma about 8 hours a day. Now we have $15 and $17 an hour times 8. It's a pretty good money. It's in Nigeria. So, and 30,000 and still. So, I'm saying economy, say 30,000 no chrome set here, no. Or because I had to say 10,000. Because she say no, instead of $19, 30,000 exchange rate back then, 19. She say, I could bear like $6 and some cents, $6 and 22 or so, $6.40. But then I bet me the man. So, and Nigeria Labour Congress, I say TUC, the Labour Union, almost demonstrate say economic crisis now. That's economic a year go through. It been happening in Nigeria for a long time. And you man because of Tinubu and policies near there. Nigeria say it's been thrown into economic crisis. Well, look at Nigeria, a country like Nigeria, Nigeria, Singapore, can Singapore, that's because of corruption and it's mismanagement near that. Same thing I can say emblematic of what is happening in Nigeria is emblematic of almost all sub-Saharan African countries. We call South Africa part of all countries with advanced economy and superior infrastructure system near that. According to a lot of reliable sources, South Africa, energy crisis say doomso ne bi Ghana. Say go through doomso. Oh, South Africa, go check. It's a man opposition leader, no, opposition party, male opposition Democratic Alliance, a year Abrofono party no class. See, blacks ni be brave. I owe my just so betuama. Or say election by April 29. Ho baby no. Be brave. I owe my just so betuama Abrofono. Why? Because what the management now be before no the power mama. I don't know what it is because they be blame Abrofo. Almost I come to me we are no master start khaki. My pompous, no matter say, I saw me change me. The here saw Gigi Chairman 1, Director 1, President 1, Your Excellency, no mutia that no mujimi. That is exactly what is going on in Africa. Until I come say, Africa is still a problem child of international community. Who doesn't want to hear their own mistakes? And that is Oko Senegal, Oko Nigeria, Oko Ghana, Oko South Africa, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. Same old. Corruption, nipa ba kunya power, ono kwa peso transusa, no no kwa fa nema. Well, kuma say no resources are going by nyina nyankopon maybe be answer. Look at how we are mismanaging. Omu nyina basa, very very noble sounding words, appealing populist messages. But me ba me to share various bureaucratic institutions be to say sports ministry to say any your friend say FA no money ada nyina Ghana FA no money ada ni sa corruption everywhere, because that's what from the head to the toe to the toe, that's how it is. And Senegal, they're going through a lot of constitutional crisis, mass protests. I'm a government, I arrest a whole bunch of opposition leaders. They say also a moment amnesty, say or percent calm near the end, the instability near a whole bunch. It's so embarrassing. But to me, for their show, and the one person may say Africa is still a problem child of international community. Who doesn't want to hear her mistakes or its faults, its mistakes? They always blame the white man. They always blame imperialism. They always blame colonialism, but they don't want to accept any blame for their mistakes, for their self-serving interest, their selfishness, and their mismanagement and corruption. That's what we do in Africa, and it's a fact. It's in the credit of why I become. And the Kuba person the one more way Africa professor, Mama for Africa professor Nekasa. I'll talk to you another time. Have a great day. Bye.